Have you ever watched a football match and thought, there is no way anyone could have predicted that? Football is often called the most unpredictable sport in the world. One moment a team looks unbeatable, and the next moment they are suffering a shocking defeat. That uncertainty is one of the reasons billions of people love the game. But what if some of football's biggest moments had been predicted long before they happened? Today, we're looking at some of the most surprising football predictions and coincidences that have left fans around the world completely amazed. Let's begin with one of the biggest shocks in football history. The year was 2014 and Brazil was hosting the FIFA World Cup. Expectations were incredibly high. Brazilian fans believed their team had a real chance of lifting the trophy on home soil. But then came the semifinal against Germany. What happened next was almost impossible to believe. Germany scored goal after goal, completely dominating the match. By the final whistle, the scoreboard showed Germany 7, Brazil 1. Millions of fans around the world were stunned. Some called it the greatest upset in World Cup history, others called it Brazil's darkest football moment. Interestingly, before the tournament ended, some people noticed similarities between fictional football stories and what happened in real life. This led many fans to wonder whether certain events had somehow been predicted. Of course, football is full of predictions. Pundits predict results, former players predict champions, fans predict scores every single week. Most predictions are forgotten when they turn out to be wrong. But when someone gets a prediction right, people remember it forever. That is exactly what makes football predictions so fascinating. Take Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. When he was a teenager playing in Portugal, many people believed he had talent, but very few could have imagined that he would become one of the greatest footballers in history. Years later, Ronaldo would win multiple Ballon d'Or awards, break scoring records, and become one of the most recognizable athletes on the planet. The same thing happened with Lionel Messi. Even though scouts recognized his talent at a young age, predicting that he would become a World Cup winner and one of football's greatest legends would have seemed almost impossible. Yet that prediction eventually became reality. Football history is filled with stories like these. Sometimes a young player is called the next superstar, and they disappear from the game within a few years. Other times, a player nobody expected rises to the very top. That unpredictability is what makes football so special. Another reason football predictions capture our attention is because fans love patterns. Whenever something unusual happens, supporters immediately start looking for clues. They compare old interviews, newspaper headlines, social media posts, and even television shows to see if anyone predicted the event beforehand. Sometimes these discoveries are genuinely impressive. Other times they are simply coincidences. But either way, they create conversations that spread across the football world. Think about the World Cup itself. Every tournament creates unforgettable surprises. Underdogs defeat giants. Unknown players become heroes. Favorites are eliminated unexpectedly. Before each tournament begins, experts confidently predict who will win. Yet football almost always finds a way to surprise everyone. That is why the World Cup remains one of the most exciting sporting events on Earth. For football fans, the beauty of the game isn't just about trophies and statistics. It's about the stories. It's about the moments nobody saw coming. It's about the impossible becoming possible. Whether it's a dramatic last-minute goal, a shocking upset, or a prediction that somehow comes true, these moments become part of football history forever. So, can the future of football really be predicted? The honest answer is probably not. Football is too unpredictable, too emotional, and too complex for anyone to know exactly what will happen next. But that doesn't stop people from trying. Fans will continue making predictions. Experts will continue making predictions. And every now and then, someone will make a prediction so accurate that it leaves the entire football world amazed. Perhaps that's why we love these stories so much. They remind us that football is more than just a game. It's a world full of drama, mystery, hope, and endless possibilities. And no matter how many predictions are made, football will always have one more surprise waiting around the corner. What do you think? Have you ever seen a football prediction that later came true? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy